Roland Willits, Omen Stories. I wonder if in the middle of the universe there's tears.
You know, when I was younger, all males don't cry because it's just mandatory. You're tough. And if you cry, it has to be really important. So if you get really hurt, you sort of hide your eyes as you get hurt and cry a little. I remember one time I had this bully picking on me. And he picked on me and he picked on me. He just wouldn't let me go. Finally, I couldn't handle it anymore. So we're in a movie theater. So I says, let's go outside. You're not going to have all your buddies pile on me too, are you? No, I won't. I'm going to be here. We got out, and he swung at me, and I ducked it, and then I grabbed him, and I started crying as I beat the crap out of him. And I was crying the whole time I was beating him up. In fact, the police had to pull me off. I was crying. No one said anything about my crying after that, somehow. After I beat the toughest kid in junior high. But crying's so different. And I look at crying as I've grown older. And one thing that really amazed me is girls crying. I go to my granddaughter's basketball games. And the girls will go out play and want to hurt themselves, and she'll start crying. And all the girls would just, she'd just go over and sit on the end of the bench and cry. Nope, no, everyone ignores her. And then all of a sudden she'll stop crying and go back and sit with all the other girls. Totally all right. There's no stigma, there's nothing. They just have crying as part of their game. And that is so cool. Crying is really cool there. It adds to their life because they go through the experience of the pain that happened. And I got later on in life that crying is a wonderful relief when you're really hurt, when you really hurt yourself. If you cry, it takes away some of the pain. It really feels much better to cry over a sore as it happens than it is to try to sit and hold the whole thing in and be tough. It's easier crying. Now, at my age, I can get away with it again. I mean, of course you can cry. But I started crying years ago when I got that it's one of those powers we have, one of those gifts that the universe gave us, is our ability to laugh, our ability to cry, smile, all the different emotions we have. And we can use them. Now, my wife tells me, no whining. I love to whine. I mean, I am the greatest whiner. I want to show you something. My wife put this on my case. It says no whining. So I can only whine a couple minutes before she's on my case. But I can cry a bit. And I'll watch a movie and it'll say just the right words. And I'll get tears in my eyes, and it'll be something that just moves me. Someone superhero, or someone gets hurt, you see someone disappearing in a movie you didn't want to go, and you just cry. So, through my life, I got that crying is a tool that you use. Oh, and one thing I found out. It's like Terry and I, we are compatible in that we both are pretty staunch. So we will get in heated discussions. And if she wants to get in her way, she will do anything in an argument to get her way. One of the things she always uses, I says, but that isn't logical. She says, I'm a woman, I don't have to be logical. Wow. So I tried something once. I really wanted to do it my way for something. I don't remember what it was, y'all. You forget right away after the whole. And I cried. I started, you're not going to do that. I do much better when I really am under stress with having to win something from her. So I cried, and she says, oh, okay. I said, yes! I have a new tool. But you take it out of your bucket of tools very rarely. Because I found out you use something too much and they ignore you. So, but I found out that crying is a wonderful vehicle to get your way on those special occasions when you need it. Crying's pretty special, isn't it? Thank you.
Old men stories, heading home and wiping off the tears.